Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Guild of Dungeoneering. Last episode was a very exciting one. We got the Barbarian, which is a Tier 2 class, and you eventually do need to get this Tier 2 class in order to basically make progress with the game, because shit starts to get real. And eventually you need to get a Tier 3 class, because shit gets even realer. The Tier 2 classes are just straight up better than their Tier 1 counterparts, so it's not balanced at all, but it's not supposed to be. We got the Barbarian here. Eventually, I am going to need a Tier 3 class, and I want to talk about this briefly. Basically, I can get the Artificer, because I'm going to have all these unlocked eventually, which gives access to the Artificer for free. However, he's not my favorite. If you want to get a Tier 3 class as fast as possible, Artificer is what you go with, and he's fine, but he's just not my favorite. I will probably be going with the Cartomancer, because the Cartomancer to me has the most interesting mechanics, although the Troubadour I think is pretty cool too. If you were going to go for a Might or a Magic Tier 3 hero, the fastest way to do it is to make sure that the talisman that you're using matches up the Tier 2 hero. So I actually am using a Magic Talisman and a Might hero, which is a problem because it means I'm actually going to need, like, to unlock the Troubadour, I'm going to need another Tier 2 upgrade. Had I been using Warrior Spirit, I could have just gotten the Troubadour and been fine. However, I'm probably going to do the Cartomancer, which is a Tier 2 hero, so I'm going to have to actually make Tier 2 magic unlocks. This is not optimal play by any means. I just really like the Cartomancer. So, yeah, that's the way to go. But if you want to get a hero as fast as possible, the Artificer is your bet. And then if you want one as second fast as possible, make sure that you use a Might hero and a Might Talisman, or a Magic hero and a Magic Talisman, and you get your Tier 3 hero from the same school. Okay, well, that was a longer introduction than I was intending. Let's go exploring. So, there was a mission that I was saving till I got a Tier 2 hero, but let's just go ahead and save that further, because this is a really tough mission too. So, there's really no escaping a difficult mission at this point. If I had to beat either of these missions with a Tier 1 hero, it was going to be difficult for me. So this one, tried and failed once. It's a tough one. The Barbarian, just like the other character I played, is foolishly heading the wrong way. So I really hope I can get him to not do that. It's, okay, he does go the correct way. Now, I'm not going to put down a Fire Imp, which might seem a little crazy. Actually, should I? Okay, let me talk here really briefly. The Barbarian has a straight Death Wish. So it gets +2 hit points in combat against a higher level enemy. So you really actually want to place a level 2 monster to fight first, because you, I think, get better loot this way. However, here we're in a very tight time limit. This Minotaur is going to get there pretty soon, so I can't really afford to wait. I just need to do this right now. And hopefully we'll get a level 3 monster in hand to fight at the Fountain of Power. Okay, so the Barbarian, I'll show you the cards later on. These are actually 3 of his best ones. We got an unblockable 2 damage, a 2 damage, and 1 magic block, which is really amazing. And then Withstand, which is something I'll talk about later. The Barbarian also has a lot of self-damaging cards. Like, half of his deck is self-damaging. So Howl is really cool, though. It's 3 damage, and you lose 1 health. As long as you have a health advantage over your opponent, you can really bash the crap out of him. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything good here. What I really want more of as the Barbarian is some more blocking. I could take the stool, I suppose, and just take the good with the bad, but no, we'll just take this for some healing and a little block. Alright, so the Fountain here, your unblockable attacks gain 1 magic damage. Let's take a look at the Barbarian's set. So you can see the slams at the top are actually really bad, because there does not need to be a negative damage attached to slams. There's plenty of cards that deal 2 physical damage and do not cause self-damage. I wonder if this was a mistake on the part of the designers, because I have seen other creatures have the slam card, and it does not self-damage. So it might be a mistake, but even with this, it's still one of my favorite classes in the whole game. Let's see if I can get him away from that Minotaur, because I do not actually want to fight him. Oh god. Is that what's going to happen here? No. Okay, so I put a monster. He'll go for the monster and the coin. That was dumb. Why did I put this over here? That was stupid. I should have put it in the Fountain of Power. Now the Minotaur is going to go here and block my access to that fountain. Whoops, that was silly. Okay, well, I have a health advantage versus this goblin, so I'm just going to howl And with his own headbutting, he's practically dead. We can just slam a llama ding dong here. You gotta be a little careful with the barbarian not to kill yourself. But anyway, we get some magic damage, I think, here. And I should have this Fountain of Power. I probably wasn't going to fight the Minotaur next anyway, so I was going to waste this fountain on another monster, because I want to level up. Alright, here we go. So let's do a Bandito. This is a little risky, but that's what the Barbarian's all about. It's risk. So we end the turn. And now I have 2 extra hit points versus this Bandito, which is basically as good as having a level up. A level up would have you getting 1 more health, and you'd also have an extra item, which could just give you 1 health. So I feel like it's totally fine. Alright, so Holy Seal I don't want to use here because Stagger's unblockable. We're just going to go ahead and Howl and get a bunch of damage going. Now, hopefully I'm going to see the card Withstand at some point. Ouch, I don't have my unblockable one here, and this 2 block is not good. So I'm going to just take 1 damage here. Alright. Here I'm going to hope he head blows away my slam. Nope, I lost my assault. That's just too bad. And I still don't have my unblockable card. Oh, jeez. Okay, I need my Withstand here, or else this is a very embarrassing start. Oh my god, I didn't get Withstand. It was the very bottom card of my deck. Well, shit happens. I don't think I would have done any better with the Bruiser, with the cards that I was getting. Let's try that one more time. Yeah. Also an epic fail. I know. Okay. So anyway, let's try this. You know, if I had gotten this Fountain of Power, it wouldn't have mattered because my unblockable card was also on the bottom of my deck. Oh god, that was just a terrible, terrible round. Okay, so we're gonna go here, put out a level 2 monster. I don't want to put a level 1 here because ideally I'd like to put a level 3 here next time. And let's make a room. I don't know if I'll actually have time to circle around to this fountain. Yeah, I won't. You basically, if you're going to use this fountain against the Minotaur, you need to commit to only having 2 monsters fought before that happens. Because you cannot fight 3 monsters and get that fountain for the Minotaur. Okay, so gotta count carefully. He's got Fury. You don't want to leave him at 3 health. If I were to slam, he would just be at 3. So I need a Howl to get him down to 2. Alright, and now we can just slam a llama ding dong, slam a llama ding dong do, and we win. So that was a level 2 monster. We just kicked the pants off as a level 1 character. Health is definitely high up there. Now, getting some healing and blocking is interesting, but I really feel like just plain old health is the best way for me to go. Now, I could fight the Minotaur as just using this fountain, but I would really like to be level 3, so I don't want to... If I had gotten a level 2 or 3 monster, maybe I would have tried my luck against the Minotaur because I got a pretty good item. However, since I didn't... Oh my god, you're kidding me. My Barbarian does not want to go fight this Goblin, so we're going to have to do this instead. Stick a Goblin in the way. Since I'm going to fight the Minotaur anyway, I might as well get an extra loot item. The problem with this is simply that if I do this, I don't get the fountain, and I don't get the chance to fight anything else, which is bad. Alright, so here's the card I needed in the last fight, the Withstand. What this is it makes you invulnerable, like you cannot die. Sorry, you're not invulnerable because you still take damage, but you can't die for 2 turns. So you play it, you can't die, and then you have a whole turn where you can't die, so you can just go crazy on the opponent. And I could have beaten that Bandito if I had gotten it. Kind of sucks I didn't. So we get some damage. I wouldn't mind a little bit of health. I'm just going to take this health. I think that my cards are good enough to beat that Minotaur. I just need the health to survive. So hopefully I get a Death Wish bonus. Yes, because the Minotaur is higher level than me, so I get an extra health. So the Minotaur is interesting. He's got Fury and Decay. So Fury means that as he's half health, his physical attacks, which is like almost all of them, do an extra damage. But Decay means he takes extra damage. So he really hurries on down the health, and then he starts doing tons of damage. But as long as you can keep a health advantage up, you're going to be okay. So he's going to go down, let's see, he's got 10 health. I don't want to stop at 5. He's going to go down to this. So I might as well just Howl, because either Howl or Slam would take him down below the point. Alright, and so we actually just win without ever having to use Withstand. This is going to deal 3 damage to me. I have enough to survive. So I'm going to credit my level up choices there. Getting the health over the fancy cards, which made me win pretty easily that time. Okay. So now let's go... Oh, there's actually another part here? Okay, well, let's actually do that later. I want to do this other mission that I've been putting off. The Mimic Queen. Now this mission is a little bit easier, I think, than the Minotaur. What makes it hard when you're playing with a tier 1 character is just the fact that this thing has so much extra health against you. 11. But as a barbarian, you know, you can make up some of that. Now here, I do have a mysterious fountain. It's the only way that I can keep on going, and I do want to have a shot at being able to have predictable versus the enemy. So hopefully this is just a good one. Hopefully it doesn't suck. Alright, Fountain of Heroism. What does that do? 1 HP per damage blocked. Pretty good. Let's put the ghost here. And do I press my luck? I'm going to do this. Oh, I can't actually do that. I messed up. I should have actually put this one here and used the crossroads there. That was a mistake. Okay, well, screw it. We'll just forget about that then. This does mean that I won't have the predictable fountain versus the Mimic Queen, but I feel like I should be able to beat her anyway. The predictability doesn't give you any qualitative benefits, so it's not as good as the other fountains, I think. So the Barbarian has Assault, which is an amazing card, because not only does it give you a block and 2 damage in one card, which is a lot of stuff in one card, but qualitatively, a lot of monsters have this Drain card, and the Assault is just amazing. It gives insane health advantage, because it blocks a damage and stops them from dealing a damage. So it actually is like a 4 damage boost, because you deal 2 damage, you block a health, and you block a damage. So it's like a 4 health advantage. Alright, the Ghost is tenacious. So I need to get it down to 1 health, but I do. So again, I just absolutely beat the pants off a level 2 enemy. It just goes to show how strong the tier 2 classes are, and also why I love the Barbarian. Okay, I can get magic damage and blocking, or big blocking and physical. This is definitely a tier below these others. I feel like there's going to be a lot of physical damage here. So let's grab that. Could be wrong, though. If health had been available, I would have taken it, for sure. So one thing I like about the Barbarian is that you can, like... Whoa, no, it's that freaking bug again! Oh my god. God damn it. So this happened in another video, where I dragged over and my mouse left over on the end turn button, so my turn ended. Okay, anyway, let's carefully drag the screen over here. We're gonna fight a level 2 and level up. Unfortunately, I can't progress towards this thing, because this is a dead end, and this goes up. So, I'll leave it for one more turn before I despair and just put something crappy on. Had I put the blocks down correctly in the first turn, though, I could have actually gone across and hit this fountain. So I don't get my Death Wish bonus, because we're the same level. But I do still have my bonus from the Talisman. Alright, let's go ahead and start off with a little bit of an advantage there. Oh yes, in this battle, because of that fountain, all my blocks heal me. That's why I took no damage from the Acrid Fog. Okay, let's slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong. Anger is just gonna cause it to die. Alright, so we're whooping on these guys pretty good. This isn't what I want, and that's not what I want either. Well, this gives me better magic blocking and some card advantage. This gives me some more healing. Alright, let's go for the healing. Though, I could be wrong in that. Maybe, I mean, blocking, as long as you can use it, is kind of like healing. But I already have blocking from this skull cap. Okay, we got a ghost, which is level 2. I would have liked, you know... Please go to the ghost. It didn't go to the ghost. Well, we're fighting the Mimic Queen. This is frickin' monsters for you. I am level 3. My items kind of suck, but I hope I get Death Wish as a bonus. Did I? I don't think I did. No. All right. So I guess this is not a higher level enemy. Okay. Counter will not block this bite, so I'm just gonna howl. Why? Oh, it had an extra health. I was like, why didn't it take a damage? Alright, I'm gonna do the counter, because this deals more damage. I'd rather lose the thing, the drain thing, than the counter. Alright, so here, I hope she doesn't play any more discard effects. We're both gonna slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong, gotta be careful here. So, I go down to exactly 1 health. This looks bad. Then you play Withstand, and as long as you have any card that can deal damage the following turn, you win. Of course, I could get screwed and get some kind of blocking card, but luckily, that was very lucky. So the charge is magic resist, which means I bash, and even though I take a damage, I kill the queen and I live through my Withstand. So Withstand is a very interesting card. In this game, I prefer the heroes that have interesting mechanics. I believe that the Ranger is probably all around stronger than the Barbarian, but I just find I have more fun with the Barbarian. We're not going to get anything until we get up to 500 gold again. So we finish that. There's only one more place left before we unlock a new area. So let's go ahead and try to unlock it. Okay, so this is a mission with a time limit. However, it's not a you lose time limit. It's a this thing will just go and attack you time limit. So let's see, can we get both chests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, you cannot get both chests. These are dead ends, so you can just get one of them. So you should just go whichever way will get you to a chest. And the way is, there isn't really a way. But I can go over and up, or I can go up and over. Either way, though, to do that, I have to use this damn fountain, which I don't particularly like. Because if it's a bad one, I might not be able to fight the enemy I want. Well, to get to the chest, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. So I've got some time to spare. Tell you what, we're just going to go ahead and commit to going up and over this way. Hopefully I get the right cards. And we're going to fight the Snoll. So with my Talisman giving me an extra health and my Death Wish giving me 2 extra health, I have 3 extra health against this, which is a good illustration of how important health is. Like, just that gives me pretty much all I need to basically bash this thing to death without really worrying about anything. Okay, so like, I am going to go down to 4 health. If I hadn't had all those health bonuses, I would have been at 1 health. And if I didn't have this assault, I would have had to use slam, I would have died. Actually, hold on a second, this is extra damage. So yeah, he's going to deal 2 damage to me, so I'm going to be at 3 health. 3 is exactly the amount of bonus health that I have. So if I didn't have that bonus health, that would have been a loss. Now, if I didn't have that bonus health, I wouldn't have sought out the ghoul, but like, that's why you don't fight level 2s unless you have some kind of a bonus. Club, I just don't like, so we're going to take the Tattered Nail, even though it does give me a stupidity card and a repel, which isn't always useful for the Barbarian. That can like clog you up and leave you unable to get the right cards. I think it's worth doing to have the extra health. Okay, that's all I can do here. None of the other cards got me closer to the chest. I still have time to spare, though. Unfortunately, I didn't get either a level 2 or a level 3 enemy. So I'm kind of wasting my Talisman against this rat. But that's fine. We're just going to smash it in 2 turns. And call it a day. Okay. Straitjacket. I lose the block and the stupidity. That's actually really tempting, and in fact, I will do it. Generally, you don't want to replace your gear, but the offhand tome wasn't that great, so I figured that was worth it. Rematch against a Bandito? Oh, God. The Banditos have done a number on me, I gotta be honest. I think I probably shouldn't. I've got time. I got plenty of time to get up to this chest. And that just to get an extra chance at a loot item before fighting this guy. So let's just fight a level 1. Howl seems fine here. And we can just kill it. You know, killing enemies in 2 turns, no big deal. So that's not what I want. This is actually nice. Yeah, let's take that. Against enemies in this part of the game, that 1 physical block, 1 physical attack card is still really good. Another fucking Bandito. Oh, fine. I feel like for having only 2 items, I've got pretty good ones. Health and some damage and blocking. My deck doesn't have too much stuff in it, so I have a good chance of getting my Withstand in time to win the damn battle. Alright, so here I'm going to use the Assault, because it's just... Wait, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense at all. So yeah, we're just going to use Slice, and I lose the Withstand. Okay, so I'm losing a little bit of my health advantage from this. There's the dreaded Swipe. Well, I'm going to lose a health no matter what, so I might as well get a damage through, but I just took a ton of damage. I can't block the stagger, and I already lost my withstand, so is there a way for me to win? I don't think there is. Oh, I shouldn't have just killed myself, though. Fuck! Oh, God, that was a mistake. So, yes, I killed myself. That head blow that he had early on, taking away my withstand, cost me the game, because if I'd had it, I could have just used it to avoid dying on that turn and killed him the following turn. Oh, God. Alright, that was irritating. But, okay. We finally get a pretty good draw. So we got 2 decent rooms and a nice level 2 monster. Mimics are typically not that hard. Okay, this playthrough has officially increased my respect for the Bandito. They may only have 7 health, but the quality of their cards is through the roof. I think Banditos are probably okay to fight against if you have magic damage, but though that, like, blocking of the damage that it does, the physical blocking, that's what makes it so hard. So I'll try to make sure I avoid them as the Barbarian unless I'm very well equipped. That's not that great, that's okay, and that's okay. Okay, we'll take the robes. Okay. I don't lose anything by fighting this imp, so I might as well. However, I do not want to put a corridor going straight up because then I won't be able to get to this chest. Alright, Fire Imps, I know their deck pretty well. They've got that one good card. It's a physical and a magic damage, but to compensate for this, they have a stupidity card. So it's not too hard to just beat them down. Assault, doing some wonders there against that Spark. And we just win. So both losses in this video were to Banditos. Fucking Banditos, man. I don't want stupidity because the rewards are not good enough, and the rewards aren't good enough there either. So we'll take the wand, although I'm not that jazzed about it. Again, that was just a level 1 monster. I don't know how much better I could have hoped for. Once again, no way to get up to this chest. I am going to just put a quarter out here, though, because at this point, I'm equidistant from here as from there. So if I get nothing to let me go up this way, I should at least leave open the possibility of going up that way. So the skeleton does have a health advantage against me. I lost my talisman, and I've also lost my death wish. So this is actually a fair fight. Assault is huge. It gives me a 4 health advantage by blocking a damage, blocking a heal, and dealing 2 damage. Okay, I think here we don't need to do anything fancy. Let's just block this to stay equal while he loses a health. And then I can just finish him off in a couple of turns. Alright, unfortunately he is going to get a hit point back. So let's just keep him where he is and draw another card. This increases my odds of finding something to finish him off with. I didn't need to worry, all he has is a strike here, and that's that. Alright, so we're level 3, no more death wishes unfortunately. That's not really worth it. Flame Lash and Bash or Flame Lash and Smite. Well, Smite's definitely better. So that's a good item to find here. I just need a way to get over to these chests, and that does not help me go in either direction. Okay, I could fight a Bandito for vengeance, but let's do a Bear Owl. That's a typically easier monster. So the Bear Owl, like the Bandito, has only 7 health. However, unlike the Bandito, its cards are not as good. What it has instead is Fury. I'm okay with that because as the Barbarian, I have tons of damage, so I'm confident that I can beat this guy down before I can use Fury to good advantage. I'm less confident in my ability to deal with the Bandito with all of their head knocking my cards out and blocking my physical attacks. Alright, so let's just stave off the bite. Now I deal a bonus damage on my magic, so let's go ahead and do this, which will deal 3 damage. He goes into Fury mode, but I've got too much health, and I've got Flame Lash anyway to kill him off. So if I had played the Bandito there, I could have lost, although I am in better shape now than I was the last few times I've played the Bandito. I get 3 weapons offered, mediocre, mediocre, and that's actually fantastic. So the Mage Robes, which give me Arcane, and I guess it's, what am I getting? Fire? Yeah, so I basically go up to, oh no, it's Holy, I see. So I've got Holy there, and Holy there, so I have Holy, 2 Holy ones. So when this Winged Staff gives me Holy 2, I actually end up going to Holy 4. So I want to be clear, the Swinged Staff does not always give those 2 cards. It gives Holy 2, which combined with your other Holy can increase the quality of your cards. These are pretty spectacular cards. I already feel very confident with that and my ability to kill the boss. So maybe an element of strategy that I've kind of been overlooking in this game is the fact that neither of these helps me. Okay, well, if I don't get something on the next turn, then I'm just gonna have Bupkis for these loots. Maybe you should try to get items that have like the matching skills to build up toward the good cards rather than just taking what has like the best cards in the immediate moment. I don't know, that's actually kind of complicated. Alright, let's go up a card since I'm going to lose a card. I lost, of course, my best card. Now, I'll just focus to cancel out the damage and cancel out the card loss as well. I lost a Slam, which I don't care about. Slam sucks anyway. 5 Fire Blast is going to go to 4 health, which is perfect, so he's not... Oh god, what? Why did it take extra damage? Oh, because I focused! Oh god, I focused. Whoops. Well, I think I should have enough health to be able to kill him off anyway, but that was shitty. Oh, okay, so I don't want this to happen. I have 2 ways to stop it. I can block the restore, or I can just Flame Lash to kill it quickly with that Lightning Bolt before its card gets to activate. Okay, so if I do Wolf Pelt, I'm going to lose some pretty spectacular cards. I will gain a health, but I don't want to lose that Divine Shield. Warhorn Gurns in the offhand. I get up to Ignite, so I got up to Fire. Ignite is terrific. So, if you haven't seen that before. Deal magic damage and then +1 magic damage for the rest of the round. Oh my god, I finally got up here. You know what? I'm really confident that I can take out the boss. I don't think it gets any better than this. So I'm not going to spend any more time fighting monsters. I'm just going to collect that chest. And that's enough for me. Okay, it's fine. So we're going to get the chest. Get another item, perhaps. Definitely not. And definitely not. So yeah, we're just going to sell that for 3 immediate gold. And then the Black Knight comes over. So he has the Mundane ability, which is actually negative. Incoming magic attacks get +1 damage. I am a rather magic-oriented barbarian here. I got up to high magic levels. Let's actually focus to get an extra card. Now that I've got a lot in my deck, I want to try to find my good stuff. Okay, Curse. I don't want to discard a card, so let's block all the magic damage and deal 3 damage, which is actually 4 because he's Mundane, which is actually 5 because of Focus. And now it doesn't matter what I do. Let's just Ignite him, which will kill him, and then he's on fire. Okay, that was pretty easy. So, hope you enjoyed this run with the Barbarian, and I hope you'll pardon me for dying to 2 Banditos. If I'm not mistaken... Oh, there's one more mission. So there's going to be one more mission here, and then we'll open up a new area. So that'll be to come in the next video. Take care, everybody.